Hey guys, and welcome to part 1 of 3 of my wrap-up for the month of August. I'm going to do it 10 books each video. I've read 30 books, or at least I'm hoping to. I'm pre-recording 2 of these on July 29th, because I have an insane amount of stuff to do this coming week, and it's just going to be impossible for me to record a ton of videos. I had to record like 6 videos, I think, because I have TBR Takedown wrap up, 3 wrap ups for the month, my book haul, and my TBR for August. I've already filmed the book haul and the TBR for August, and now I'm filming this, and then I'm gonna film at least one more video today, and then yeah. So let's just get into it now that you've seen my ugly mug. So the first book I read for the month of July was Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. I actually read this on ebook. I did not read this copy. I got this copy mid-month. But I'm glad I finally have the whole series in physical form instead of just borrowing them from Kindle Unlimited. This one was a lot different than the movie, and Hunger Games was not that different. There was a few things different, but not much. So this kind of surprised me, but it was a good kind of different. It wasn't bad different. There's a lot more detail in this than in the movie, which I knew because Hunger Games was the same way. The differences was the details. This had a lot of different stuff in it, though, not just the detail. But I definitely liked it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. It was really good. It wasn't like a surprising book because I already knew what happened in it. Same with Mockingjay, I had already known what happened because it kind of got spoiled for me. Not by any one of my friends. I kind of screwed myself over with that one because I looked up details to Mockingjay before going to see part 1, and I found the whole plot of Mockingjay. So yeah, Catching Fire part. I almost said Catching Fire part 1. I'm thinking Mockingjay now. I need to stop. I just quit. I quit. No, I'm kidding. After that, I read The Ice Dragon by George R. R. Martin, which is kind of a children's book to me. I was shocked that George R. R. Martin made a children's book. It says 14s, but kids could read this and be fine. I think the only reason it's 14s is because, spoilers, but the dragon dies. But this is an adorably cute children's book that actually takes place in Westeros. It was an incredibly quick read, but what do you expect? It's a children's book, and it's so dang short. I want to say, like, there's a little over 100 pages in it. There's like 119 pages in it, but, I mean, this is what it looks like. So, incredibly quick read, but I really, really like this. I highly recommend it if you're a Game of Thrones fan to read this. It doesn't matter if you're a kid, you're an adult, anything. Read this book. And I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. After that, I read a preview for a comic. It is called Aslash-D. It's by Erin McGowan, who I just finished reading Elpis by, and I'm gonna read Haters very soon. But it was a really awesome preview. It kept me absolutely hooked the whole time. It was so interesting. I can't wait to read the full version. I actually asked him, and they're hoping for a 2016 release. So I'm very excited about that. I can't wait to read the whole thing. And I only gave it a 4 out of 5 stars because it's a preview. I wanted to keep reading it. So I gave it a 4 out of 5, and in all honesty, the full version is probably going to get 5 stars from me. Callie's just, like, looking at me like, Mom, who the heck are you talking to? I'm talking to the friends, the internet friends. After that, I read the Grimm Diaries prequels, number 15 through 18 by Cameron Jace. I don't really have much to say about this because, like I said, they're the 15th through the 18th prequels. They're really interesting, really different. I love his take on the Grimm's fairy tales, and these prequels are awesome. And I give it a 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. After that, I read Crane Black, and I already know I'm getting this name wrong because she has told me I'm getting it wrong, but she won't tell me how to say it because she finds it funny. But it is by Victoria Bechtel. I know I said that wrong. Just go look at it on Goodreads. It's an awesome book. I will link my full review of it down below in the description, but I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Go read this book. Seriously, go read it. Watch the rest of this video, then go download it on the Kindle and read it. After that, I read The Lion and the Witch in the Wardrobe by C.S. Lewis. I really liked this. I had not read any of this series. But I had seen the movie, and this, I have an itch, is incredibly different compared to the movie. You need to read the book. It was very well paced. I really liked it. There was probably not a slow moment in it. But I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. After that, I read a book that I borrowed from my library, so I don't have it anymore, but that is Undertow by Michael Buckley. This was an amazing book. I absolutely loved it. It sucked me right in. It kept me so interested the entire time. I can't wait for the next installment because I know that there's going to be more of these. I'm excited. I gave this a 5 out of 5. I gave quite a few books a 5 out of 5 this month, and I don't know why. They're just so dang good. After that, and I'm sorry for the cover of this book, I do not know what this is on it, and I have a feeling I know, but I don't want to say it. I read A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle. I'm gonna put this down. I'm not holding that up the whole time because it is so nasty. This is still one of my favorite children's books. This was a reread for me. I highly recommend it to anyone, no matter what age you are. I absolutely love this series. It does end a bit fast, but I could see why, because it's a children's book. And there are 3 more in the series, and then she's got a bunch of other spin-off series to this book. But I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars, as always. I love Madeleine L'Engle. These books are just amazing. After that, I read the graphic novel of Thor Volume 1 by J. Michael Straczynski. I don't think I pronounced that right. I really loved it. It kept me stuck in. I read it in one sitting. I'll definitely be buying the rest eventually. I actually got this during a comic book day sale on, the Kindle. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I am just obsessed with Marvel. I'm obsessed with the Thor storyline as it is. And after that, which is my final book for this one, I read Hawkeye Volume 1 by Matt Fraction. This was really good. I love how Hawkeye finally has his own comic series. Hawkeye is one of my favorite Avengers. I love him. So, it had great action in it, but I only gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. There were a couple stories and a couple numbers in it that I wasn't a huge fan of. So that is it for part 1 of my what I read in July wrap up. I will see you guys all very soon. If you enjoyed this, give it a huge thumbs up. Bye everyone!